Hi, my name is James and I'm the worship arts pastor here at Vineyard Church, North Phoenix. I've been on staff here since 2010. It doesn't seem that long to me, but when I think about it, it makes me laugh because I never really wanted to work in ministry. I grew up in the Vineyard. In fact, my mum and dad are Vineyard church planters. I remember when our church was just 4 people. My mum, my dad, myself, and my younger brother. My mum would lead worship and my dad would give the sermon every week. So we would have to get to church really early on a Sunday morning to set up the sound system, put the chairs out, and get the coffee ready. I had started piano lessons as a young child and picked up the guitar when I was around 12, so I eventually got roped into helping out with worship when I was a young teenager. As I said earlier, I didn't want to go into ministry, so when I graduated high school, I went off to Glasgow University in Scotland. I was always good at school, but I wasn't so good at going to school. Fortunately, God had better plans for me. I got the opportunity to intern here at VC when I was 20 in 2009. My plan was to come, hang out in America, have a great time, and then go back to a different university in England. After my internship ended, I was offered a job at VC on the same day that I got my acceptance letter from the university I was planning on going to in England. I still didn't really want to be in ministry, but going back to school didn't sound much better. So I prayed to God about what I should do. Sometimes, when God speaks, there's not always a right answer. At least that's been my experience. I prayed, and as I had my eyes closed, I saw 2 Polaroid pictures. One was of England, and it was in black and white. The other was of Phoenix, and it was in color. Both pictures looked pretty cool. I felt like the Lord was saying to me, I'll be with you, whichever one you choose. So I chose to come and live here and work in ministry, and I've been here ever since. I look at the campus we have here in Phoenix, and I am so grateful for all that God has built here. But don't get me wrong, it's still a lot of work to make church happen every weekend. I think it can be easy to see the big building and the lights, to look at all the chairs and large lobby and the bookstore and to think, man, they've got everything they need here. Did you know it takes hundreds of volunteers just to run our weekend services? Sure, we don't have to set up the sound system every week, but I know that VC Kids always needs more volunteers. Now, we have a compassion center with a food and clothing bank that's open 7 days a week. We are only able to reach and minister to the number of people that we do because of the people that faithfully give their time and money to God in order for them to be ministered to by Jesus Christ. And Jesus commanded us to make disciples of all people, so the work is not done yet. In fact, I know that we will never get to the point where we can look around and think, yes, we did it. Mission accomplished. At least not until Jesus has returned.